losing my mind. I'm going back to the scene of the crime.
Words in my throat when they're starting to itch. It comes out harsh, I'm a son of a bitch. And it comes out wrong and I'm too time. I'm going back to the scene of the crime.
I'm going back to the scene of the crime. I'm checking my watch and I'm out of time. I'm going back to the scene of the crime.
I feel tight knocking on the door. Well, I'm gonna use words I never heard before. Words are like a whiskey, you know I want more. I'm gonna spill my words all over the floor.
I'm going back to the scene of the crime. I'm all loose change, all nickels and dimes. I'm going back to the scene of the crime.
What I played, well, it wasn't right. It's the kind of thing that keep me up all night. What I played, it was a lie. There's nothing to say, I am tongue-tied.
I'm going back to the scene of the crime. I had my peace, I spoke my mind. I'm going back to the scene of the crime.
Here we go. Here we go, words in my throat, starting to itch. Well, it comes out harsh, I'm a son of a bitch. Oh, the words like milk, they don't ruin time. Well, I'm going back to the scene of the crime.
I'm going back to the scene of the crime. I said my piece, I spoke my mind. I'm going back to the scene of the crime. I'm going back to the scene of the crime. I'm all loose change, all nickels and dimes. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back to the scene of the crime.
Much fun, I won't you just look around. I'm dancing tonight on everybody's grave. I'm going surfing on an undead wave. No more problems, no more regrets. Nobody's leaving, no, not yet. I start a fire with a wooden stick. I'm taking care of business, won't you make it quick? Digging the grave, I'm digging it deep. Where I'm getting ready for eternal steam. No more problems, no more regrets. Nobody's leaving, no, not yet. Look out! I can't be seen in the light of day. I'm digging the grave, I'm digging it deep. Where I'm getting ready for eternal sleep. No more problems, no more regrets. It's a graveyard party, the best one yet.
Mama never told me about the sixth extinction. Mama never told me about the sixth extinction. Must have just slipped her mind. I've been a good idea at that time. Mama never told me about the sixth extinction. Never had to choose between lust and destruction. I never had to choose. between lust and destruction. They can both feel the same. When you got the mark of Cain, I never had to choose between lust and destruction. Simple friend, I just want what you owe me. It's simple, my friend, I just want what you owe me. I do not take what is not mine, so don't you waste my time. It's simple, friend, I just want what you owe me. Mama never told me about the sixth extinction. Mama never told me about the sixth extinction. Must have just slipped her mind, or been a good idea at that time. Mama never told me. All right, we're going to pause for a moment while we put our capos on.
Tonight we're doing a lot of songs with nods to our love of the blues.
Absolutely.
This is a song we've had for a while. It's a old school blues tune that we wrote about the end of a relationship.
Yeah.
And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh well, I'm not leaving the trace. No, I'm not leaving the trace. Well, you know I'm in a hurry, so just get out my face. I am not leaving the trace. I'm driving down your streets alone. I don't think I'm going home. You're looking for some parking space. Oh well, I think you'd better look some other place, because leaving the trace. No, I'm not leaving the trace. You know I'm in a hurry, so I pick up the pace. I am not leaving the trace. All of me, I have no doubt. You wanna know me inside out. Well, everything I know is true, 'cause far away is such a better view, because I'm leaving the trace.
Oh, I'm not.
No, I'm not leaving the trace. You know I'm in a hurry, so I pick up my pace. I am not leaving the trace. Leave a trace right here. Oh yeah. Trash about how we move too fast. I'm gonna tell you this face to face. I'm gonna need that permanent space, because I'm not leaving the trace. No, I'm not leaving the trace. Well, you know I'm in a hurry, so I pick up the pace, baby. I don't wanna leave a trace. Come on. well, far too much time talking that trash about how he moved too fast. I'm gonna tell you this face to face. I will need that permanent space, and I'm not leaving the trace. No, not leaving the trace. Well, you know I'm in a hurry, so just pick up the pace. I am not leaving the trace. Well, I'm not leaving the trace. I'm not leaving the trace. Well, you know I'm in a hurry, so just pick up the pace. I am not leaving the trace. Let's go.
All right, this next song is actually one of our newer songs, and it's about getting out of a terrible relationship or getting out of a good relationship and you were kicked out of it. Either way, you've had your heart broken. Everybody out there in the listening land has had their heart broken by a mean mistreater, and it's like a crime scene. And what do you use to clean up blood at a crime scene? Why, you use bleach. And that's the name of this song, Love Bleach. It's what you dump on your heart to fix yourself after a terrible breakup. This is Love Bleach. Love bleach, love bleach, burn out my eyes and scorch my mind. Love bleach, drink away the hurt, salt the earth, bury her face and torch the dirt. Love bleach, love bleach, burn out my eyes and scorch my mind. Love bleach, I won't play your games, I won't call you names, but I will send your memory up in flames. Love bleach, love bleach, burn out my eyes and scorch my mind. Love bleach. Who could be my love bleach, love bleach, burn out my eyes and scorch my mind. Love bleach, and after a spell I'll wish you well. No, I changed my mind, you can go to hell. Love bleach, love bleach, burn out my eyes and scorch my mind. Love bleach, everybody at home. Love bleach, love bleach, burn out my eyes and scorch my mind. Love bleach. All right, so we have a new single that's going to be coming out. We're working on a full album, which will be out next year. But we have taken one of the tracks from that, and we are turning it into a single that'll be out in time for Halloween, which is our big season. I don't know if you guys have noticed, we have a bit of a kind of a creepy, dark vibe about us. So this will be our Halloween single. This is a song by Mr. Eric Dins over here, if you want to give a little intro there.
QUE4. I got a story that I can't tell. All my good intentions paved the way to hell. So many times I was self-bent. Well, I sold my soul by accident. 'Cause it's just a bottle full of evil thoughts. It's just a bottle full of evil. It's just a bottle full of evil thoughts. Yeah, it's just a bottle full of evil. All the empty streets and the empty stores where you turn out the lights and close up the doors. Cracking the pavement near that empty shop, but where the crack goes on, it never stops. 'Cause it's just a bottle full of evil thoughts. It's just a bottle full of evil. Yeah, it's just a bottle full of evil thoughts. It's just a bottle full of evil. I told the truth, well, I wasn't lying. I sold my soul without even trying. Get away, they can't be caught. I fill my bottle of evil thoughts. When they get away where they can't be caught. 'Cause it's just a bottle full of evil thoughts. It's just a bottle full of evil. It's just a bottle full of evil thoughts. Yeah, it's just a bottle full of evil. It's just a bottle full of evil thoughts. It's just a bottle full of evil. Yeah, it's just a bottle full of evil thoughts. It's just a bottle full of evil. One more.
All right. So look for that before Halloween.
Ooh, that one there.
We tune because we care, folks.
And thank you again for having us on
Yeah,
tonight.
Mike,
We are
thank you so
thrilled
much.
to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. Sound
And
great.
We will say we will be playing at Montrose Saloon tomorrow night, the 25th. If anybody wants to come out, we are playing with Black Magic Marching Band, Letterbomb, and Amy Superfry.
Amy Superfry in solo mode. She also has a
solo
band.
Mode. Yeah, she has a band as well, but
But,
she will be in solo mode. But it is Pistons and Pints night, so there will be motorcycles and things there, and beer.
I think the pints sort of implied the beer.
It did, but it could have been. They sell lots of things in pints. It could have been cream. This is a song about murder. Bartender, pour me 3 whiskeys, and I'll tell you what made a blind man come out tonight. I can't see it, but the sun is setting, the night is pushing down. I know it's strange, but pour me 3 whiskeys, and I'll tell you what brings me to town. Stay here, pour me 3 whiskeys, for each time she broke my heart. Stay here, listen to my story. I'll drink this first whiskey, and then I'll start. I had my sight throughout our falling, her early days as my wife. I knew her beauty. I can still see it in this blind man's mind. Hair dark as a shadow, and hips that would sway to a song. Clear eyes of blue that would move around my face. as an evening warm. Stay here, I've got 2 more whiskeys and more tale to tell. 'Cause her love left with my vision, so my story, bartender, doesn't end well. When I lost my sight, she kissed my eyes. She had to work to make sense of our lives, and the years rolled on, and the tears rolled along. And I didn't need my sight to know there was something new in her night. I couldn't sleep last night. My wife talks in her sleep, so I knew I would need whiskey. The appointment I have to keep. Thank you, bartender, for listening. Let me finish with this. I came here tonight to find you, and this close, even a blind man can't miss. Oh no, stay here because you loved her. I got nothing left to lose. You've got 3 breaths to feel the night on your face. This last whiskey, bartender, is for you. All right. So we got just a few more songs here we want to play, if that's all right. And this next one is
It's from our first EP.
yes, from our first EP, Graveyard Party.
Also one of the first songs we wrote together.
Yeah. And it's about our shared love of something very deep and personal, which is kaiju, giant Japanese monster movies.
And it's called Giant Monsters. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Giant monsters, won't let me go. Giant monsters. How do I know about giant monsters? Well, they will not let me be. The giant monsters, dragging my city into the sea. Giant monsters, they are mistakes of man. The giant monsters, are rampaging across the land. Giant monsters, there's destruction in their wake. The giant monsters, are baking that radioactive cake. Giant monsters, oh, where will they go? The giant monsters, are cracking those hearts in Tokyo. Giant monsters,
a song, I think it was written during the pandemic lockdown. And it's always applicable. It goes, day drinking, yeah. Nowhere to be sounds good to me. Day drinking. Beats must when the devil drives. Pop a book and close your eyes. Forget the world, enjoy the day. No one's around here anyway. Take a bell to have a shot. A little snort, why the hell not? A little tipple, a little drop. Your boss ain't here to make you stop. Day drinking. Day drinking, yeah. Nowhere to be sounds good to me. Day drinking. Yeah. Nowhere to be sounds good to me. A day drinking. A better angel in your ear says we don't do that around here. Better devil says go away. I don't want to hear that stuff today. Here you go, bud, throw it back, burn it out, fade to black. Drink it down, ease it in, and if no one sees, it's not a sin. Day drinking. A day drinking, yeah. Nowhere to be sounds good to me. Day drinking, yeah, yeah. Day drinking. Day drinking, yeah. Nowhere to be sounds good to me. Day drinking. This will be our last song. Nostradamus and Nosferatu, a strange pairing, that is true. Nostradamus would wallow where the thread would lead, and Nosferatu would figure out where to feed. An unsteady alliance for sure, but their intentions were fairly pure. Cause Nostradamus would write his quatrains, and Nosferatu would look for blood to drain. You see, they met at the back of this alehouse, where the lights were low and there was no crowd, and they were both tired of the game. And they saw in each other a chance to change. Nostradamus said, my vision is long. I have seen so far and I have seen so much wrong. I want to do more than I can do to change the outcome of my view. And Nosferatu said, I'm just a beast. There is never a purpose, there is only the feast. I want more reason behind what I do, more significance to the victims I choose. So it was here that the deal was made between the prophet and the evening shade. They would use their talents to shape the world and change the direction that blood at times swirled. Nostradamus would gaze through time. He'd find some fiend and he'd follow the line. Then Nosferatu would hunt his prey and the bloodline and make the change. Future visions began to shift, cause Nostradamus was precise and Nosferatu was swift. But Nostradamus felt a pain in his head. All these cracks they were making by making the dead. He could see through his prophet eyes. Where they made a change, a different evil would rise. Some were worse than the ones before, and he knew they couldn't keep this up anymore. So one night they met under threatening weather. Nosferatu, we're not making things any better. It was folly to think we can improve future days. We have to stop this now and go our separate ways. But Nosferatu was angry. He snarled and he growled, I am more than a beast and a bat. I am proud. I haven't changed what I am, but I've changed what I do. And I am more than a monster, and that is all thanks to you. But Nostradamus declined. No, these visions must end. We have to go back to our paths and walk alone, my friend. Can't you see we're breaking all time and space? Nosferatu just nodded and ate Nostradamus' face.
The League of Erics live from the QUE4 studio. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
That was fantastic. That was fun. You guys were on a roll, man. I didn't want to jump in. Yeah. I'm curious. So how does this work? So you guys, is this a really collaborative process, or is it kind of is it a lot of based on a lot of improvisation, or do you kind of a little more thought than that goes into it?
No, we usually have a structured thing that we bring in. If there's improv on it, it's usually in still a controlled manner. It's usually like, okay, you're going to do a solo thing here and here, and it's 4 bars or 8 bars or whatever. You know.
Yeah, we actually there's very few that are actually co-written by the two of us. We usually write separately. And
I think that's kind of what, maybe I was getting to, is how collaborative in that composition process.
It's more collaborative in the arrangement process.
Gotcha.
That's definitely true, yeah.
Because we'll both bring a song in, and then he'll make a suggestion, or I'll make a suggestion, and then it sort of develops from there. We'll try a few things out. We'll try something live, and if it's not working, he'll take it back to the drawing board maybe, or I'll make a suggestion and say, why don't we do this? You know, so it's... but it always starts with an individual song from one of the two of us.
In more recent times, there have been songs that have been much more collaborative. It's going to be the B-side on the single we put out, but it started as a song he wrote, and we just, for one reason or another, we didn't get to it.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember if it was like I had extra time and I started playing around with it, and I came up with a different arrangement and some different chordal thing. So it was definitely something we co-wrote, but not like we sat down and did it. It's like he did this part, we left it, and then it came back to it. And it seems to work well now. It's just sort of that clicked at that time.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever bring in outside people to say, hey, you wanted to, maybe we're kind of stuck. We're
only once.
Here.
Yeah,
only once, yeah?
We brought in our friend on a song we have called Kroger Bab.
I just played that last week. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. We were stuck on the bridge.
Okay.
And I tried a bunch of things, and we couldn't figure it out. And we played it
was very relaxed. It wasn't like we sought him out. It's just we all happened to be having a drink together.
Yeah, he came over and we were hanging out, and we played it to him, and he suggested the bridge, which is basically just to play chords, play the main chord line backwards and yell the name Kroger Bab. And that was James Abood did that. Our friend James Abood, who used to play in the area as Abood Bard, but he's moved back to Detroit since.
Yeah, he's one of the most modest guys, but he's also one of the most musical people I've ever met.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was great to have that. You know, I've nothing that we play now, but actually, I take that back. There's one song that we play now that is a rewrite of something I wrote with somebody decades ago. Mm-hmm. But I don't think there's anything left of his contribution. So, but mostly it's just, you know, we both take our songwriting fairly. You know, we were doing this solo, and then we just sort of blended together. So it's sort of
And when did you guys start writing together?
It's been a few years. And the COVID thing interrupted. We were
everything.
Not everything, but we were just starting to play out, and we literally had a month of shows scheduled in March, and it was then in February. Like, nope, got shut down.
Yeah, so we started doing gigs together, just sort of like doing like separate solo shows together. Like we would double bill back in like 2016, 2017. And then I had a gig at a regular place where I'd play a solo, and rarely was there an audience. It was like a late afternoon show, and I said to him, because we had done like a round robin show with James Abood, where we would sort of sit there and we'd each play a song. So I just invited him along, and we started doing that, and then it became, let's play on each other's songs, and then it just sort of turned into this, and then it was at the end it was in 2021 that I kind of dumped my solo thing and went all in on League of Erics.
Yeah,
true. It got to be. I mean, there was probably at one time I don't want to let the solo thing go, but it's much better like this.
Yeah.
When I play my songs with this, they're better for being part of the League of Erics.
Yeah,
sure.
And we found we were getting more notice. There was something more unique about the two of us together doing with an identity, as opposed to two solo guys who were just doing their own thing. Not that either of us lacked, but at the same time, there was something more about the two of us together. The chemistry.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to agree with that. Basically, I was probably be long-winded as well on it, but it's just been noticeable that people have said, "Oh, you guys work well together," and I was like, "I guess we do."
Yeah.
Well, so it's kind of curious. What is it you think that you bring to the table, Eric?
He pointed to me.
We have Eric Stafford, Eric Dents here. Yes.
Yeah. I'm EPS, Eric Peter Schwartz, and that's Eric Stafford Dents over there. What do I think I bring? I think I bring a more of a pop sensibility. Mm-hmm. That was kind of where I came from. I was more of an 80s pop kid. Not that he doesn't have that, but I definitely came in working to write hooks a little more. Mm-hmm. I also came in, and he and I have both discussed this, he was the stronger guitar player and I was the stronger vocalist. And so we have both worked to balance that out. So we trade off vocals, we trade off guitar. That's what I think I bring to it. And definitely the sort of the social media. I do like the Instagram stuff and things like that. So, but what would you think?
Eric, what do you feel like you bring to the collaboration?
Blunt force.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
This is really the first band that I've been in where I'm playing either acoustic guitars. Well, we started off playing acoustic guitars. Live, I play a Godin hollow body.
Mm-hmm.
But
beautiful guitar.
Oh, it's called the New Yorker. It's got a one pickup, so we could. I won't geek out on that, but I could.
Please do.
And so this is the first group that I've been in that I'm not playing a solid body electric, and also the overall sound is determined by the two of us. So, as I'm playing things, I'm thinking, I'm also thinking, I'm the bass drum or I'm the low end on things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And to give it the thump, because surprisingly, you can tell that we have a certain, there's a rock element to what we do.
Sure.
And
a folk element.
Yeah,
you're telling stories, no doubt.
It's that kind of thing. I mean, I think we get into the blues being a definite thing that brought us together and everything, and there's that storytelling aspect to that. But my approach has always been much more of a blunt force kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's completely thrashy or metal or punkish, but it's a little bit of that.
I think it is.
But I loved that. I loved that influence he had on me because I was a big time ballad guy. I wrote lots of ballads, and when I was solo, which again, is fine. It was all good stuff.
Yeah, they're very we early on did one of his one of his big ballads and things, and I loved playing on it. But there was a certain part where we just said that song doesn't fit anymore.
I love having an identity of us together, which was informed by a lot of what he did solo, but also the things I brought because I come from a Warren Zevon place and that kind of thing, and then he brought me in. He brought out things in me that I hadn't seen before. So it was really a very strangely organic.
Yeah, it sounded like when you were talking
together
about the origin, it seemed to just kind of come together pretty organically. It sounds like a beautiful relationship, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful, creative relationship.
I think so, absolutely.
I'm just a question now. Do you think that's because there's two of you? If you were to add another member, how do you think that would shake things up?
Too much.
Yeah,
I think it would.
Yeah.
I think it would too. We have talked about We asked a guy named Eric if he'd play drums with us.
That's amazing.
But
and he's a good drummer too.
He's a good drummer and a friend. But we really like our sound. Like I like the stripped down sort of bare. There's a lot of air in our music, and a lot of, it's not a complete. We're much loud. This was a stripped down version. Like when we play live, we have lots of distortion pedals and and tremolo. And
I've started bringing a couple in, and he gets it. So it's like,
I mean,
I need to put them on a board. We've got that many pedals now.
People will see us setting up, and they will have an idea in their head. These two middle-aged guys with guitars. One guy's got an acoustic, and they think they know what they're going to get, and that is not what they get from us.
Right. Yeah.
It's been very organic. It's incredibly rewarding being part of this. And,
that's the most important thing, is it not? I mean, truly, like, to feel like you're really actually like accomplishing something with somebody else too. I mean, there's really beauty in that collaboration for sure.
And it's fun. We're a lot of fun. That's the thing that I also have to describe to people. I'm like, we do dark stuff, but it's dark the way you chuckle at a good kill in a slasher film.
We've had places where we think that's going to be a problem and it's not, and then we had some where, it's not going to be a problem, and it is.
Right, where they're like, they didn't care for us so much. Yeah.
Well, I'm curious, where is that something that is geographical? Is in that?
No, believe it or not, it is not.
Okay.
It is not.
No,
it's sometimes it's something as weird as what day you're playing on. Mm-hmm. We could be, because we play a lot of places here in Chicago, and there are some nights where just the energy, and we're in the city, and there's people just wandering into the bar, and we've got good acts with us. And then other nights in the exact same place, a month later, and it's just nobody could care less that we're there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's just we generally put on roughly the same show, so we just blame the audience. It's not geographical, because we've gotten great reception downstate.
Yeah, because you guys tour like extensively. You're all over the place. You're all over the state. And
we try to.
Truly.
We just started playing a little bit downstate here. We play a lot up in Milwaukee and
Wisconsin in general. It's been. The most satisfying thing is when you go to someplace like when we drove all the way to Jacksonville, Illinois. Eric sort of knew a couple people there, but basically we're an unknown quantity. And we're into this record store, which had an amazing stage, and there was all these people there just to hear the live music who, we didn't know them from Adam, but they liked it. So you kind of know that if these people who are strangers coming up and saying nice things, they're not just trying to be nice. It's our friends going, you did a great job.
Sure.
So that's very satisfying on that.
Well, that's just nice country. I've actually been to Jacksonville, and that's just nice country there. At least the people are just relatively nice. I can't remember what town it was in, but I was there with my girlfriend. We were at a small town, and across the street from our Airbnb was a bar called Da Bar. And it was just right across, kind of near the town square. I went in there, and it was one of those things. People were just so... Yeah, that's nice country. People are just so friendly.
Yeah.
Midwest nice, as they say. You guys from Chicago area? Chicagoland?
Yeah, we both grew up out where we still live out in the suburbs.
I grew up in DuPage County.
Okay.
I'm from Aurora.
Okay.
We don't play a lot out there.
Yeah.
Just there's first of all a lot of people, but not that many venues.
Don't you think also one of the things when we've played out there, that's where we really get a very mixed response. We've had some of those places that have gone real, and other times where, nobody's there, and if they are, they don't care.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really the city's more important. Wisconsin is surprisingly open to original stuff. There's a place we play in Monroe, Wisconsin, and it goes really well. The people there like it. The guy who runs the bar. It's
a place called Boquarian.
Great place.
Out by us when we play out there. And not to disparage anybody that's out there, because we do have supporters who always come to see us when we play out there, and they're always really, it's really good. From them, their support is always really good, but there's more of a looking for a top 40 or a classic rock cover band kind of feel. So
which is what they might think they're going to get when they, as you mentioned, when they see you.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to be playing some Doobie Brothers. Here we go.
We've got there's a brewery we play out there called Brother Chimp, and they really like us. The people who run it really like us, and we have some days where it's a bad turnout, but we've also had some really fantastic shows there.
Yeah, we did a great Halloween show there last year.
Yeah,
They had us judge the Halloween contest, which was fun.
Did you guys dress up? Do you guys dress up when you play on Halloween?
Sort of. Little bit. Sometimes we'll wear like a little half mask or something. You know, you don't want to get like Peter Gabriel crazy.
When did I do the? Did I do the makeup more than once? We did it at that one where there's a place out in Sycamore we played on Halloween.
2 years ago, yeah. 2 years ago, he did a, not Kiss makeup, but like it was like white face and funeral sort of makeup, funerary makeup. I just made a mess on my face. That's all I did.
Yeah, and then...
It's Halloween. You do whatever you want.
Yeah. And then, of course, like the place in Lake Geneva that we play, which is...
Studio Winery.
Yeah. Another great place who love to have original music. Yeah. And the last time we played there, because we had to do multiple sets... I was like, I'm not putting makeup on this. No. I'll just let the music be the creepy part.
So yeah, and it's just that I think the expectations from live music are different in the suburbs, which is why, because we have people out there who are like, you don't play around here a whole lot, and we can't really make it into the city a lot. And I'm like, I totally get that, but we get booked here.
Yeah,
like,
you go where the demand is, right? Yeah. And well, thanks for doing that again. You guys are making it quite the travel. For
us, it's an easy drive.
Yeah. Sure. There you go. It's quick and fast, I guess, especially if you're coming in this time of night. I was going to ask you if you guys don't mind. Do you guys think you got one you can pull out of the vault to get us out of here on one last thing? Just anything before we get to the last song? Anything you want to say to the listening public at all? You want to just remind people you guys are playing tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow night, Montrose Saloon. Show starts at 7. We're playing with Black Magic Marching Band. Letterbomb is a fantastic area rock band. And then Superfry, Amy Superfry is doing a solo set also, and it's Pistons and Pints at Montrose Saloon. There's no cover, so we do ask that you tip the musicians.
Yes.
There's no cover.
Take care of your artists.
And where will we be Saturday?
Saturday night we will be at Gusto's in Crest Hill.
That's in the afternoon, though.
It's an afternoon show. It's a beer garden afternoon show. So
day drinking.
Exactly.
So we'll call an Uber afterwards.
Yeah. You said you played Kroger Bab last week?
I did, yeah, to end the show. You want to go
Perfect.
Up? Yeah, that was actually the live version that you guys did up at NIU.
Yeah, NIU. Yeah, we released that one as a single because we knew that we'd get the audio from that show. So we're like, okay, we want to do Kroger Bab. So we're going to do Kroger Bab for you right now.
Cool. This is the League of Erics live from the QUE4 studio. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Here we go. Called Mom and Dad, made everyone afraid of love. He said, I can take any piece of junk and I know I can sell it. And if a town had lusty thoughts, Kroger Bab could smell it. Saints collide, there's always money to be had. And if he got his foot in the door, all that money went to Kroger Bab. Kroger Bab had a carnival heart and a knack for titillation. The man grossed over 90 mil with exploit education. As an outraged man of God, all the while he was hiring folks to give fake sex ed talks. And now showing us sex ed films about the dangers of sowing your oats, cashing in on horned up teens and their pent up folks. All right, Kroger Bab. Kroger Bab.
Kroger Bab.
under a marble slab. There was never a dirty urge not loved by Kroger Bab.
All right. Kroger Bab.
Kroger Bab.
Kroger Bab. Kroger Bab.
The League of Erics live from the Q4 studio. Gentlemen, sincerely thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I do want to plug our website real quick.
Yeah, please.
TheLeagueofErics.com. It's a Linktree page where you can hear all our stuff, see all our stuff, and see where we're playing. TheLeagueofErics.com.
Oh, yeah, one last plug. October, we're playing all over the place. So go to LeagueofErics.com and find out where we're going to be.
Yep.
Yeah, and follow them on Instagram and all that stuff. So they, you guys seem to have a good time with your Instagram posts. Yeah. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you again.
Mike.
The League of Erics live from the Q4 studio.